Welcome back, folks. Today's the day. I'm a little about 2 weeks late, but today's the day I finally get to till the garden. It's been a long process. I've had a lot of things to do to get ready for this, and I'll kind of show you around, show you what I've had to do just to get in here to till the garden. Thanks for watching. So there's the barn I restored last year. That project took every weekend and nearly every weeknight from April until about October of last year. And then after that, it was probably every weekend until about December. So I didn't have time to clean up after the mess, and I'll show you some of the mess. So there's the garden. I still have that container here. That's my daughter's stuff. I had another container right here. That was full of my stuff from the barn. So I emptied that out because I needed that out of here to get into the garden back here with the tractor. So we emptied that container out, put everything back in the barn, and now I've got to sort everything out in the barn and put it where it belongs. So that's another project. But in order to move this container, to get this out of here, I had to move all of that lumber, as that stuff was stacked up. And you can see where the dead grass is. It was stacked up here, stacked up over there, stacked up in here. And they might have been able to get in there and get the container out, but it was going to be a really tight squeeze. So, and I had to reorganize all that lumber anyway. So I decided to just move it all way out of the way. Still have that 23-foot beam to move, but get it all out of the way, get it all stacked up into two neater piles. I still have to clean that one up a little bit, and get it under cover. Because this wood, a lot of this wood is going into my covered bridge projects. I'm building a covered bridge. You can see the footbridge. Let's see. There's a footbridge right there. I'm going to cut down a couple of cedar trees here and build another bridge, a covered bridge right there, but up higher. So when the brook floods, it goes under the bridge instead of up against the bridge like this one. And then building another covered bridge down that way. So there's a method to my madness. It all takes time. So this is all saved for my covered bridges. So I got all that out of the way. Had a pile of dirt here that I had to get out of the way for the truck to get in and get that container. So that's out of the way. Then I had to get my tiller out of the barn, and that was in the back corner. This corner right here, with a brush hog in the way and a backhoe in the way and a decorative gas pump in the way, and I forget some other stuff too. I forget what. So I had to move all that stuff out of the way to get to the tiller. Got that out, got that all prepped, all greased up, oiled up, and ready to go. So it was probably about, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours just to get that tiller out and get it all prepped up, ready to go. Moving this lumber was a day's job, 2 days job, I forget now. Those floorboards over there are extremely heavy, so I got help moving that stuff. Some of these beams are pretty big too, but I use the tractor for most of those. So I had to get all this stuff out of the way just to get in there and start tilling. I could have got in over in that end, but you see that in the hay there. I've got to rebuild this swing set. So I got everything kind of laid out here in the tall grass now. That's an old ski lift chair. I have it in the frame here as a swing set, and that rotted out. So I may have been able to move all this out of the way to get in this way with the tractor, but that container had to go anyway. That was costing me 80 bucks a month, and I didn't need that. So that's an upcoming project. I'll have a video on that. I'll rebuild a frame and put that back up. The other thing is I've got the my wife's garden here, and I don't want to run over that with the tractor. So in the long run, it was easier for me to clear this all out. I still have all this lumber to clear out. Most of this is good lumber. This is stuff that came out of the barn. Some good floorboards and beams and stuff in there. Most of this is scrap lumber. It's all stuff that we tore off. It's short pieces, rotted pieces. So this is probably my next project, is to get this stuff out of here. We do need to get burn permits where we live. And you can see way down there, there's a burn pile. I'm waiting to get a burn permit, but I don't know, they just don't respond. So that's going to be my next project, is getting this stuff out of here. And then I desperately need to cut the grass. Now, I just cut it, I think it was last weekend, but this time of year it grows fast. We had some rain, so you have to stay on top of it for about 4 weeks, and then come July it settles down a little bit. So anyway, that's where I am, and we'll till the garden. Okay, that's done. My wife will go in there and pick out all the little green things that shouldn't be there. That's her job. That's what she enjoys. So she'll do that. So the garden's done, except I got to put the fencing back up around it. And then plant everything, of course. And then we have to decide where we're going to put our viney things, like our watermelons and pumpkins. I'm going to build some raised beds. So I don't know if those are going to go in here somewhere or over here. This is where we grew them before. We had, I think, watermelon in here. And pumpkins over here. So it gets kind of shady in the afternoon here, so I might move these over more over that way where they get more sun. There's another project, cleaning up that maple tree that had to come down. All that stone is for some drainage work I'm doing. Here's our peach tree. Got a few coming. One there. Another one there. I think I saw some others here. Yeah, there's a few coming. A couple more here and there. So they're coming. New apple tree. And then I'm slowly bringing this tree back. I got to get these branches out of here. This is a Granny Smith apple tree. This was way overgrown, so I've been cutting back on it a little bit each year, trying to bring it back a little bit at a time. And our blueberries. Grapes are coming up fast. We trimmed those last year, pruned those back. They're coming up fast. You can kind of see them right there. We got in there. I hope to retire early next year. People ask me, oh, what are you going to do? You know, just look around. There's plenty to do. Alrighty. So that's it till next time. And thanks for watching.